Grace and peace, everybody. Chris Bailey here, Change Bible Study, and a thought from the story of the woman with the issue of blood. She had an issue, but she also knew enough to believe. John chapter 5 and verse number 24, it says, Jesus went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him on the way to heal someone else. A certain woman, which had an issue of blood 12 years, had suffered many things, had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. Now here's the key part. When she had heard of Jesus, she came in the press behind and touched his garment. The Bible does not say what she heard. The Bible does not say who she heard it from. It doesn't even say how much she heard. But she heard enough about Jesus for her to have an encounter that she couldn't get from doctors, she couldn't get from the rabbis, she couldn't get from anybody but Jesus. That says a lot, even though she knew a little. All she knew was that this man had the power to heal her. What that says to me and to you, especially for those of us who are struggling, thinking that God is only going to do more when we know more. Or even this way, that God will only do more if I do more. This sister is evidence to what Jesus prayed. He prayed that whatever we know, no matter how much or no matter how little, that we will believe it. This is what Jesus said in John chapter 17. He says, "For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest to me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee." That's what they know. But they took what they knew. And Jesus says, they have believed that thou didst send me. So he's building a principle. They know that I came from you, Father, and they believe that I came from you. Just that one simple truth. Jesus is saying because of their belief in what they know, they are now ready. They're in a position to be ready to continue what Christ is about to stop. His ministry on earth is going to begin now in heaven, and the disciples would do what Jesus is doing because of what they knew and they believed. This is hope. This is what Jesus prayed for the disciples. This is what the sister with the issue of blood illustrated. And now this is what you can stand on, no matter how much you know or how little you know about Jesus. It says in verse 16, "And we have known and believed the love that God hath to us." God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God dwelleth in him. That's what God is looking for. He's looking for you to believe what you know, not necessarily just to know more. I'm not telling you not to know more. The Bible does not tell us to not know more. In fact, the Bible doesn't even say read. It says study to show thyself approved. The purpose of reading versus studying is that reading is just the acquisition of knowledge. But real study involves taking what you know and putting it into practice. And for the believer, is to allow the Spirit of God to do what God has taught us. I pray today that we will do what we know. It doesn't matter how little. Don't let that be an excuse to keep you from seeing God do a breakthrough in your life. Because that woman with that issue of blood, we don't know how much money she ever gave. We don't know how many sermons she preached. We don't know how many studies she gave. We don't know what she did, what she cured, or what she conquered. All she did, she knew what Jesus could do, and she believed it.